How everybody doing? This is gonna be my first live video, but I don't even know if it's gonna be live or whatever or whatnot. But I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Try to get people to, you feel me, understand my message. This is gonna be my first video. I don't know how to really start an introduction or intro so forth, but this is the beginning. So today's topic is gonna be about spiritual preparation and understanding for 2024, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world today that a lot of people are not understanding, and with a lot of shifts and a lot of changes. So these are the topics that we're going to talk about. First thing first is to learn to grow your own herbs for health and food. Fuck it, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. A lot of low places are closing down their stores, bro. They're not allowing people to get food. They're not allowing people to get their own types of vegetables. They even going to the extent to, if you have to buy things with seeds inside, they will take it from you, bro. You will illegally go to jail for planting. Yes. So the preparation being to, to understand herbs, to learn how to heal yourself. That's the main thing. Learning how to heal yourself first, because they profit from us not knowing how to heal ourselves. We have gone so long with unnatural traditions, with pills. Like, if you can overdose on it and die from it, it's not healing you. Universal steps to astral project. Astral projection is at an all-time high now, with everything that's changing in the world today. With the sun rising at its biggest peak, with the Kundalini energy rising in your spine, you are rising. You have to take your steps. You have to understand that this is not just one reality. This is not just one multiverse. All these movies and shows depicting that is telling you the truth. You got to understand that. Your soul is divine. How could you not understand how powerful you are? Before you were here, you were aware. Before you were there, you were aware. For as astral projection, it comes with understanding yourself first. Don't try to go with astral projection if you haven't yet went inside, to break down those shadow demons. You feel me? Shadow demons, it's just a terminology, but it's just things within yourself that you have to understand first before you go try to save in the world. When you look at somebody and you look within their eyes, you will start to understand things that they don't even want to explain, because you've been there. You've dealt with those problems. You've dealt with those things before. You've broken down those issues within yourself, so it's easy to always spot it in somebody else's eyes. So always be prevalent, think first before you try this astral projection, because wherever you go, which places, it's always going to be dependent on you, your mental, your state of mind, your level of high. My astral projection story starts with deja vu, or the proper term being, I don't know, it's not deja vu, but deja vu. Dreams, seeing things that you can't explain, always being like, feeling like you've been there before, feeling like you've always seen something some type of way. Know this outcome is because you have. It's not astral projections at this point. It's you tapping into realities, life, different vessels, different yous, different realities, all depending on what's inside. You get powerful to the point where you could reality step being to the point where you have something so powerful on your mind, you want to manifest it so much for your life, to the point where you will, in a negative energy way, and you will step into a whole different life, getting everything you want, just not in the way that you want. So always be aware. Next, the weather growing strawberries in winter. Take this advantage. There are strawberries growing in the winter Take that advantage. This is like a time like never before. This is the end times. The end times are just the beginning to the people's times. Trust me. The end times are their times. And they know who. We have plants, strawberries, vegetables, herbs, all growing in spring and winter. Take that advantage. This is like nothing never before. The sun is rising. Take that advantage. This is at a season where they are closing our stores, where they cannot no longer feed us with these fake processed meats. So take that advantage to grow your own. Look into Dr. Sebi. Read these people's books on how they're healing themselves forever with herbs. You have to be smart. You have to understand that they're never going to do something for you to profit from your health, from your mental, spiritual, physical. It's never going to happen. Never. Never in history would it happen for us. So you have to take that power back. Heal yourself. Next. New sickness put into place. There's a new sickness that start in China. Of course, they always say it starts from over there, overseas. And then they say it come over here. It was in Europe as well. First cases being 120 in Ohio. Pay attention. In 2020, when COVID started, the mandates were trying to get approval for roaming the streets, basically, to take your human right. Coming into your household to be able to say, oh, well, you sick, or if you feel like that if we feel like that you're a hazard to the community, we could take you from away from here and we could put you wherever we want to. That shouldn't be able to do that. And they can literally mandate you to take a vaccine or whatever. And they are going to do this. This has been the plan forever. So, do not fall for that. Do not fall for the sickness. It's their doom. If anything, this all goes back to the first 2, 3. Heal yourself. Because they're trying to come for us in the inside as well as on the outside. They're trying to take you from your homes. Quite literally. There's nothing else that we can do about that. Unless we help ourselves. The 2024 election. The 2024 election. That's their biggest plan. If anything, it's going to be like the movie, Leave the World Behind. Their plan is to incite a civil riot between the people so they can sweep in and call it apocalypse. And when we hear them nationally, globally call something of that stature, we start to believe it as well. So it will be apocalypse. It will literally be an apocalypse. And what will these nations do? The nations will use the 2024 election as a way to understand the people. It's going to be a third party. There's always going to be a third party in this 2024 election. There's going to be more than just one third party because it's third party. People cannot decide on just one person. And that fact that we've been divided as people to the point where when we get to have our own third party and be saying, and can say that we do not want to be funded by the government anymore, we don't want to pay taxes to the government anymore, we rather have a third party who believes in actual moral beliefs, who don't fund genocide, who rather see kids go to school and understand what these people are doing to us. Bro, we cannot nationally agree. That's what the whole thing was about. That's what it's always been about, dividing the masses. So we can never agree. When the time comes for us to rise, nobody will rise. Because they know there's nothing they can do. Look at the cultures of all the people in America. Look at the cultures of all of us. Black, fierce, white, fierce, Asian, fierce, Latino, fierce. It doesn't matter. We are all fierce people from one beginning. They teach you the beginning and then teach you hatred of it as well. You have no understanding of where we come from. They'll tell you Africa is the beginning of all and then teach you to hate the same people that come from Africa. It's like we don't see it. We're not paying attention. So you have people like me, teenagers like me, 19 years old. I'm shaking, I'm scared. But this is everything that I believe in. This is everything that I want for my people. This is everything I want. We need change. We need change today. There's nothing more that we can do. If we don't start to understand each other, there's nothing more that we can do if we don't understand each other. The more and more we give in of each other, we will never start to understand what's going on. Who gives a fuck if you're black? Who gives a fuck if you're white? Who gives a fuck if you're yellow, green, orange, brown? I don't care. You have to understand that we are one. We are one. I was gonna try to pitch my voice and I'm gonna just be myself, bro. Because we are one, bro. I have no understanding of the outside world, to be honest. All I know is my perception. All I know is the life that I've went through as a black young male, mother, single, father killed by the police. The typical story, but it was my reality. I don't know much about other people. I know if I can go in the room and sit next to somebody and hear their culture, it feels like the best thing in the world to me because it's your people. It's who you are. I have my people as well. It's who we are. But we never disagree. We never feel like we could disagree on something just because of our differences. You have to understand that. We've been conditioned by our government for so long. People of position, money, power, that we will never start to understand what it was. It's divided. It's mental division. Mental and physical, spiritual division. We don't need an election. Trust me, we don't need an election. And for the people that will say, well, if we don't have a president, the people are going to run it. Well, I mean, you've been born in a life where you've been conditioned to only know of a president since the first day you took a breath. Your soul hasn't even had a day of peace since the very first day. You were numbered and tracked with a social security number. Never given the fucking chance to go stand outside as a kid. Understand that even if you do that, there's laws in place. There's people in position that don't like you. Even if you don't give a fuck about laws, your skin color yourself makes you just a target. Me, my experience. Be yourself. We need to be ourselves. Stand back in the power of position for people. There's nothing like people that can get together. The worst thing for them people at the top to be saying is for somebody like me to be standing next to the same person that they taught to hate me. It's for somebody like me to be standing next to the same person that they thought will always hate me, will always be deceived, will never figure out what's true. It's too easy for that. It's too good to be true for them. Look at their movies. Look at their shows. They're showing you every day how they feel the guilt. Every story has a hero. Every story has a faction. Every story has a problem. Look at all these movies of these superheroes always saving the day. It's scary how every villain in the movie resembles somebody in our reality. Understand what I'm saying? Music to hurt black youth. Don't get me started. Dude, they are using our culture to influence everything in this world. Music is the root of all. Trust me. When they say in the Bible that man's ability is music and frequency and tune, trust me, it is. Take that book with a grain of salt as well. Yakub abilities is frequency, music, tunes. Everything has those three things. Everything in this universe vibrates. Everything has a tune to it. Everything has a song. Even your spine has a song. That's why back then, when we had bells and you would ring the bell and send us out of it, it would realign your DNA. It would realign, heal you instantly. That's why every bell is broken in every single city. That's why it has a crack in it, because it was a frequency tuner for your body. It was for you. But music, Sexy Red, Cardi B, Drake, NBA Youngboy. You can kind of understand where I'm going with this. They're using our culture to influence the new generation. They're influencing our culture to touch the newer generation. When you get to little girls talking about they fucking asshole, bro, and gonorrhea on their lips as a lipstick, trust me, there's some demons being at play behind them doors, bro. She's being pushed into your face. You don't think that they've been waiting so long for somebody with a mindset like her? They built her. And this is what I mean. Statistically, they've been building and breaking down the black woman for so long, to the point where we have Sexy Red. They've been breaking down our women for so long. She was born. She was born in the perception of this life. She was born in this life. She don't know nothing of what she doing. She don't know, bro. She don't know that she hurting every little girl that look up to her. She don't know that. She don't. The labels do. They money do. They can pay these young black women that went through everything in life. Molestation, mama not believing them, father's not present, government paying you to be on your own. You understand? Government paying you to be on your own. Black women is the beginning of all. Women are the rulers of all. A society driven by men will never stand. Trust me. A society driven by man will never stand. Look at Egypt. Egypt wasn't driven by man. Look at ants. Look at bees. Look at nature. A society driven by men will never stand. Masculine energy will never control nothing. It's a balance. Masculine and feminine energy. Feminine is more powerful. You can never build nothing on masculine energy. Feminine energy is what's prevalent. Feminine energy comes with peace, understanding, communication. Not everything takes masculinity. Masculinity protect, understand, enforce. 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 What is he enforcing? The feminine energy. Keeping her energy alive. That's the balance of yin and yang. They got our women. They got us. They got our women. They got us. Our women are the most powerful, strongest. They call them angry because they scared of them. Understand or understand, whichever one can get you there. Develop skills for survival. First thing first, it's going to be an apocalypse 2024 for sure. Not like the movies, not like we've seen, you understand? Nothing like that. It's going to be a political apocalypse. People are going to start rummaging. People are going to start devising from these same political standpoints. Nobody is going to believe in the president anymore. Nobody does believe in the president anymore. Christmas ain't felt like Christmas since 2019. What fucking holiday don't have a fucking evil beginning? Your holiday is someone else's genocide. Understand that. Your holiday is someone else's genocide. How are we morally okay? What is going on? Develop skills for survival. Back on top. I'm sorry. Such as filtering water, fire starting, etc. You're going to need to be in nature. You're going to have to survive. There are going to be many people that will not be able to have food for days, weeks on end. When people boycotting these big name industries that are supporting genocide, they will try to retaliate by starving us. They just put a no boycott law into place. That should already tell you how they see us as a society, as people. Color aside, race aside, ethnic aside. Ethnically, socially, we're not connected. People will have a conversation across a phone with everybody before they sit and have a normal conversation with their mother, with their father. So get outside. Start to understand that the birds are talking in ways that you can't understand. Frequencies open up plants. They blossom from the frequencies of the birds. Everything blossoms on the frequencies. What would it do to you? Get in nature. Get you some food out there. Start understanding the fucking herbs. Because it's gonna be a point in time where they're going to put you in position to where you're going to rely on finding a little piece of leaf that you don't understand to heal yourself, because they are not going to support us no more when we stop supporting them. It's going to be a time and place where people wake up and realize that they get paid from us being hurt. They give us prescriptions to keep us coming back. So why would you believe that you're being healed? You're being slowly killed. So, the animals running out of forests, they sense the time shift. Yes. So if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of animals are doing things differently now. You don't see many birds migrating. You don't see many squirrels hibernating. It's scary. Squirrels are not packing up for the winter anymore. Plants are growing in spring. If I can put a picture up, so I don't know if I'm good at that type of editing yet, but if I can put a picture up, I'm growing strawberries currently. It's winter. It was snowing the day before yesterday. My plants are still growing every single day. Everybody kept telling me, bring your plants in the house, they're gonna pass. Bring your plants in the house, they're gonna pass. My plants are prospering in the winter. It's something going on, man. Let me get to it. But the animals sense this time shift. It's a big time shift. We're shifting into 4D, 5D, whichever D. It's a new dimension. It's a new frequency. It's a new vibration. Understand it. Within just your mental, your spiritual, and your physical life. It's going to be a point in time where you will no longer be able to ignore the spiritual side of this world. Your physical will be the spiritual. It will be your reality. There will be no more ignoring what you've always seen. The child in you has been taken away. And when I say child, I mean your real you. You're born here with the soul. You're born here with the spirit, soul and spirit. Going to school, put through constructed tests made by people that don't even have the same moral beliefs as the decent human, that don't want to see a dog get hurt. But we following these same beliefs in the school system for our children. By second grade, you've lost all your inner colors. There's a feeling that you get when you're in a room full of light. There's a feeling that you get when you're in a room that makes you want to be energized. There's a feeling that you get when you can recognize a teacher with a good soul. They all got good souls. But somehow this place is taking yours. They had you learning about Christopher Columbus. Notice how all fucked up we got at some point in time in life when we realized Christopher Columbus was the biggest lie. As a kid, that fucked up so many people's heads. Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. No. You can't discover a place somebody was already there. You can't make a holiday with people that you killed. They say Thanksgiving for family when you take theirs. We got people out here reclassifying the Native Americans as Negroes, paying the $5 passing law for people to be able to say they're Native American legally. And then later burning the same manuscripts, the same paper saying that we were the Native Americans, that they changed into Negroes. Negroes later turned into black African American. $5 Indian law. Search it up. You could pay $5 to be classified as an Indian in a given land. But you couldn't be a Negro, because they had just reclassified what a Native American was. So you Negro, in their mind, you can't come reclassify as what you were. That's why you have all of these black older elders saying, oh yeah, I'm indigenous, I'm a Cherokee. My hair down, I'm a Cherokee. Being proud of your blackness, you look at that like, why you want to be another race? Be proud to be black. That's the divide within itself. Y'all don't even understand how deep it gets. We were already here. We were already here. And that's not to say we weren't in Africa. We were already there as well. That's not to say we weren't in Europe. The Moors were already there as well. So it's what happened. Division. Show me a picture of a slave ship with your ancestors on it. Show me a slave ship with your ancestors on it. You can't find one. They can show you a fucking Viking ship. They can show you how the Vikings sailed the sea, but can't show you how they most profitable human ring that built this whole America, they can't find proof of that. So let me break some down to you, because it's like we don't understand numbers. We don't understand the scale of things. You get 50 likes on the post, you feel bad for yourself. I got 50 likes. I wasn't doing well. People not liking me as much as I believe. But if 50 people standing in front of you clapping, oh my God, I like that outfit. That shit hard. That's hard. That's beautiful. I love that. You'll feel like you just had the greatest day in the world. Because 50 people at once just said they love your outfit. 50 people that day said they love your outfit, not even that once. Not even that once. So it's like, understand that. The scale of things has to be understood. Because they're finding Egyptian mummies. They're able to go play with King Tut's chin. They can go back to dinosaurs, bones, Antarctica playing in the ice with viruses. But they can't show you a slave ship that built a whole corporation. America is a corporation. America is the biggest corporation. And you're an employee. Social Security. America is the biggest corporation. And you're paying your boss to fix your streets, to keep your homes at bay, to raise the wages when they raise their taxes. Do you believe that? You believe they're using our money to help us? Yeah. So, yes. So the last topic being the animals running out of the woods. That was true. And it's a shift. Basically, I'm telling you to prepare. There's a shift. Start to understand. New Orleans fog. New Orleans fog happens specifically because of the voodoo there. Specifically because of the ancestral power there. Specifically because of the people there. New Orleans is the home of our elders that realize who they are. You understand? You can go to New Orleans and there's every type of black person, every type of culture that's prevalent in spirituality for us. That's where our power lies. Our spiritual center is Louisiana currently, because that's where most of our most powerful people are. That's where they are. You bigger than them terricoys, baby. But nah, seriousness, like, you bigger than them terricoys. Like, for real. The terricoys are talking through you, giving you a sample of the mind that you have within you. Put them terricoys down. Look in that mirror. They want y'all to stay on the terricoys. They want you to stay at a witch level. When we have Beyonce, a sorceress, using her music, magic, to keep these young women at lust. Trust me. She knows exactly what is going on. These type of people know. You have to expand your level. We have to tap into our women in Louisiana. Get to our women in Louisiana and protect them with everything in mind, because they are being attacked locally, spiritually. Trust me. I've seen it in a million dreams. Every time, I've always dreamt and had a vision for something happening with our people. Louisiana women are always there. Every guidance that I've always had, at some point in time, it was a universal sign from a Louisiana woman in a dream. So I always paid attention to our Louisiana women, our Louisiana black women specifically. Because there's something about their women, there's something there that's so powerful, because it can't be touched here. It's not. Down here, it's easy for the women to get mentally constructed in a direction that could destroy other young women for the newer generations. Louisiana women are true to our nature, our ancestral understanding. I don't know who the hell was in Louisiana that kept our ancestral understanding alive, but we need to thank them, because the women there are powerful, and they want to keep the women there lower than the power. Tarot cards are a sample of you. That's the beginning. We need to get our women. We need to get our women back, please. Like, they destroyed our women. We've been deceived. No matter what color you are, we've been deceived. They destroy our women. These people are in high positions. They develop off the understanding that we don't know who we are. They develop off of us not being able to reproduce, communicate with races, and get that broken. Get this barrier broken that they keep up. You have to understand, there's no regular day-to-day person like me and you on the news. There's no regular day person like me and you controlling the narrative. We're reading it. Look at everything that you've seen your whole life on TV about how you should see another race, how you should see, you know, how you should read a book before understanding it, you know. It's who it's not me and you. It's not me and you doing that. We're reading it. We need to go to who's been putting it out here for so long. We have to. So, New Orleans is exactly where we have to protect our most powerful women. We have to get them to understand that they have to elevate, because it's women that are using things that they've learned from them. I've seen it myself. These women go to other women that don't have no understanding of how powerful they can be. They get understanding from you and go take it to these people in higher positions and use your power. Beyonce is using the sorcery of women that don't even understand it. When she's singing to you, trust me, she's not us. These people are not us. Get our Louisiana women more powerful. Help them, please. That fog in Louisiana was a direct attack. What was in the fog? It wasn't no fucking forest fire. mixed with nothing. You gotta think better than that. You gotta be better than that. Be better than that, okay? Our most powerful mediums are Louisiana women. Mediums. Next thing's next. Don't let Maui become a smart city. That's what this distraction now is about. They're trying to put in place a smart city. A smart city, they will have the control. Trust me. Smart city, everything is going to change when they put that in place after burning these people alive on live television. It's live pictures of the laser they used to burn these people. They had these people scheduled for when the kids would get out of school. They burned specifically the children to make sure there would be nobody else, to keep the Maui generations going. The Maui people were killed right in front of us. And then their president, their leader, or whatever the fuck, is behind the smart city to rebuild after there have been hundreds of people killed the day before, burnt alive to the point where the streets were fucking burning. The streets were burning. Pay attention. What the? Pay attention. Don't let Maui become a smart city. They used a fire laser. If you think they used the fire laser from Maui and was able to successfully build a smart city over these people's bodies that we've witnessed, you don't think they're going to do it to everybody else? Them getting that comfortability, knowing that they could get away with that, was that key for them to go for Palestine. You understand this, right? That was their key to know that the people wasn't going to do anything about Maui. So they're not going to do anything about Palestine until we did something about Palestine. But we're not doing enough. We're not doing enough. Because we should have been paying attention this whole time. We should have been understanding this whole time. How many times do they have to keep blowing and killing people right in front of our eyes and then building on their backs and then doing the mass division to make sure that there's never going to be a people uprising to later take back their home? They want to build a smart city for profit for the people. What is that? What the fuck is a smart city when you have people that are struggling? Las Vegas. Las Vegas. What the fuck is a... It was planned. The Maui fires were planned. Please do not allow them to build a smart city over these people's backs. Doing that would allow Palestine to be built over. That won't be the first smart city and last. It will be Palestine next if we allow this. What do you think they're doing with the cobalt from Congo? Do you really think they're using all of that cobalt for iPhones? For just phones? There's a new age slavery going on for cobalt. And yes, it's in our phones. It's in the same phone that I'm talking to. But what do you think that smart city is about to be ran from? What do you think these genocides, they're using these genocides to fund each other? It's about to be a new world order. And this is about to get to my last topic. These people are working together. There's nobody on our side. Trust me. BRICS currency was put in place for the new nations of America. The United Nations of America. Understand that we are not with BRICS now, because that's not our currency now, and America is never going to try to give up the money yet. At least in our eyes. That's what they want us to believe. While committing genocide to form a new city. These people are later trying to build their own cities right up over our backs. Using the cobalt. Understand that? They connect. They connect. They're breaking people down. They're going to every culture. This is an attack on the people. Leave the world behind has already started. This is the fucking apocalypse. Wake up. The apocalypse has already started. The apocalypse has already started. It already began. It was a war on the people. 2020 was them seeing how far they could go if it was time for them to kick off their plans. 2023, here we are. They kicked off their plans. Trust me, it's all connected. From Maui being blown, that's an attack on that culture. That's not just an attack on the home, it's an attack on the culture specifically. Do you know what that does in the eyes of other little girls and boys that look like those people? That know their story, that remember their beautiful queen, that was... You don't think these people don't remember their queen? That did everything for them. Their child. Hostage. Think about what that does for other little boys and girls that look like those beautiful people there in Maui. They're broke. They're broken. It's bigger than a home. It's a spiritual attack as well as it is physical. When we get to a point in society where a whole town, a whole state, a whole wherever, city was burned, and 2 days later we're on the news talking about how we're going to rebuild a smart city over it, instead of the people that had just lost all their families, we are in a state of apocalypse and dystopia. The world was already left behind. The apocalypse has already began. The apocalypse has already began. 2024, you're just gonna see it physically. They just gonna put it in your face because they don't give a fuck no more. Leave the world behind was a... Let's see what they do now. They telling you how they are going to break us down. And then telling you how they... What people would approve a movie of the government killing and civilly warring with the people? That's a message. That's a message. I didn't produce the movie. You didn't produce the movie. She didn't produce the movie. He produced the movie. Whoever's at the top. He, she, whoever they want to be. So it's a message. Obama and his wife produced the movie. Leave the world behind. The apocalypse has already started. So I'm going to go in order now on how this is all put in place now, how it's all connected. Being as though it started with Maui, understand? For as this apocalypse, it started with Maui. Palestine has been going on forever. They've been trying to get Palestine forever. Maui was their confirmation. Maui was their confirmation. So then what do they do from that point on? They go to the people that they've always been wanting to kill. Always been wanting to bomb. The same people that when you were going through genocide, they took you on. And now you want to take their home. It's Palestine. Genocide is the start of apocalypse. If it's more than one genocide, that's apocalypse. Trust me. So, the Keveon. See? The Keveon in Congo will be used for this smart city that they're trying to put in place. You understand? That's what the Keveon is for. They'll tell you it's your phone, because it is. But on a bigger scale, there's not nobody buying a phone every day. So where you have to commit mass genocide for Keveon. This is untimely right around the corner of their new smart city. You get me? You understand? So understand that. Those three are connected. Maui, Palestine, and Congo. The Israeli government said that the biggest threat is the black youth in America. Yes, we are. Yes, I am. And I'm going to tell you how. Because when you say that me being the biggest threat to America is y'all problem, that enlightened me. That let me know that it's just bigger than us. It's bigger than me rising. I have a power fist on my neck. I had that since I was 16, bro. It's always been about my people. But the more I've grown and understand what's going on, this became about people. You understand? Y'all don't want us to rise because we are the beginning. Once we rise, everybody else will rise. You must understand. It's not hatred. It's not racism. It's not. Please understand. We were the ones in the beginning of time. And they're using your mind, your power. As a white male, as a white woman, whatever you are, as an Indian male, as a whatever you are, if you're not black, they're using your power as a different species, knowing that understanding that we are first will make you hate us. That fuels power. You understand? That fuels power. And people that want culture. Y'all just want culture. So understand it. Every culture is beautiful. Have you noticed that? Every culture is beautiful. That's the point. It's the culture. It's the people. It's us. Look at how we influence the world. This is not an arrogant thing. This is not a thing saying we're better than anybody. Power lies within us all. You understand? Power is in the soul. It's in the spirit. It's right there. Gripping on the universe with your aura in mind. You understand? Gravity. That's what they call it. You feel me? But like, Yes, I am the biggest threat. I am the biggest threat to whatever y'all got going. Because once you know that my soul is the son of Ishtar, Tammuz, you would know that there's nothing that you could do to stop my soul. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than my people. It's bigger than black. But it start with black. You understand? So when I get done with my life and I take my last breath, I want you to understand that Keveon Johnson did everything possible, and I fought in every right. And I will never close my eyes, and we ain't back free. You understand? Freedom to the people, you feel me? And there's nothing that you can do to stop my soul. I was gonna be this way wherever. I was gonna be this way whoever I was be. I was always gonna want to stand for peace. That's something you can't take away from me. That's the enemy. You gotta understand, as a person, your enemy is your energy. That's who you are. That's what your soul is. That's your essence. No matter what avatar, physicality, life you take on, you will always be peace. My soul is peace. I was gonna always be this way no matter where I be. So understand, 369, we will be free. Power to the people. And it's gonna start with me.